Welcome to Soulistic Healing with Christine Mendes. This is a podcast focused on becoming a whole and complete person. Healing yourself is the key to excelling in every other area of your life. When you learn to do that, you unlock the door to endless potential. So I've really been trying to figure out what the first message is that I want to share. And I realized that I'm just going to speak from my heart because when I do that, it's usually the right message to give. So I feel like right now there's so much hurt in the world with every type of person, from every background, from every nation, from every nationality, from young to old, everywhere in between. There's so much hurt and pain going on in the world right now, and it's like everyone is trying to find their path, trying to find meaning to this thing called life. And there are often many things that happen in a person's life that form and shape who they are, who they become. People let those life circumstances either make them or break them. But whether or not you've been broken doesn't mean that it's the end. If you get broken by a circumstance, that's okay. I've been broken many times. Broken. One point in my life, so broken that I didn't know how I was going to put myself back together. But when you can dive deep into that brokenness, into that place of hurt, into that thing that happened, or those things that have happened, because sometimes it's not just one time in your life. Sometimes it's a series of events from the time you're young until your current age, that have kept happening over and over again. And you say, when is it going to stop? When is it going to end? What does life mean? What is the meaning of all this hurt and pain that I've been through? And what I've come to realize is that even though we hurt, even though we go through things, even though we get broken at times, you can always slowly put those pieces back together. Some of the hurt and the pain you can put back together quicker than others. Some things hurt you so deep and they cause such brokenness inside of you into small, tiny pieces that you don't see the way out. You don't see how you're going to ever put yourself back together. But it is possible. And it all starts with changing your thought process, changing the way you speak about yourself, being kind to yourself. And most often it starts with forgiving yourself for choices that you may have made, for things that have happened that were out of your control. We have to forgive ourselves first. Sometimes we never even did anything to deserve the hurt and the pain that we've gone through, but on some level we still blame ourselves. So if we can get past that blame, get past that self negative talk, that's the place to start. You say, how can I do that? How can I do that? Sometimes you have to speak those things. Sometimes you have to speak positive words, speak life into yourself before you even feel it. I've heard it before where people say you have to do it afraid, you have to do it scared. And that's exactly what I had to do. And that's exactly what sometimes it takes, where you're saying, I forgive myself for whatever it is. I was not to blame. This happened to me, but not because I deserved it, not because anything that I did. And if you find yourself saying, well, I did deserve it and I did do something that brought me to this place, then forgive yourself for that, because we're all human and we all make mistakes. And we all go through these things in lives where sometimes we make decisions that end up in consequences, that end up in get us into a place where we realize how did I end up here? Why did I make those choices? Why did I make those decisions? So guess what? You're human, and you can start there. Forgive yourself for those choices that you make that led you to the place that you are. Once you do that, and you sometimes have to take a while and keep repeating that, and it takes a little while to where you really actually start to feel like you've forgiven yourself. So speak it out loud, say, write it down, whatever your process is, whatever works best for you. Speaking, writing, journaling, do it. And do it over and over again until you start to feel it inside. Because those words and the thoughts that you're thinking are very powerful. And if you're giving the negative thoughts and the negative words all the power, there's no space left for positive things. There's no space left for positivity. So that's where you start. How do I start healing on the inside? You start with forgiveness. First, forgiving yourself. And once you can get past that forgiving of yourself, whether you feel like you deserve forgiveness or not, everyone deserves forgiveness. Everyone deserves a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance. No one should live life miserable, no matter what you feel like you've done to get to the place in your life where you are living a miserable life. If you can forgive yourself and then start to make amends for the negative things that you've done, then you'll find yourself to start to slowly build your life again. There's horrible things done in the world. There's horrible people that have, not people, it's horrible things that they've done. But on the inside, I think innately there may be good in every person, and when people do horrible things come back to them. It's whatever you give out comes back. So your retribution is your retribution. So yeah, you may have done things and then payback is coming back to you for the things that you've done, but it's coming back because you've never made those things right. You've never set those things back to the place that they should be. Think of the people that you hurt. Think of the things that you've done and those people and how they're hurting and how they're broken. Have you ever done anything to go back and try to fix it? And if you say it can't be fixed, it's too late, well, then figure out how you can make somebody else's life better. Start today. Move forward. And for those of you that are the victims, those of you that are the ones that things were done to you, the first place is to forgive yourself for things that you had no control over. Forgive yourself for the mistakes that you've made. Forgive yourself and love yourself. And once you can see that you do deserve to be loved, you do deserve to be forgiven, that starts the healing process. Change the words that you're saying about yourself. Change the thoughts that you're thinking about yourself. Once you do that, the next step is going to be to try and forgive others. Not for them. You don't have to forgive them for them. Sometimes that's too painful. Sometimes you can't even face the person. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for yourself. Because as long as you hold on to the hate, as long as you hold on to the things that are keeping you down and keeping you in a place where you need to rise above, you'll never be able to move past it. And you'll never be able to live a free, complete, full life as long as you hold on to all the hate. Hate never got anybody anywhere. But if you can find it in yourself to forgive and to move on and to move up, that's where your new life will begin. That's where the pieces will slowly start to come back together. So the forgiveness is for you. It's not for them. Because they may never receive it. They may never see it. But it's in them. How can I forgive? How can I forgive this person? They did such a horrible thing to me. It's not about them. Because guess what? Like I said, every decision somebody makes consequences come back, and they will get paid back for what they've done wrong to you, but it's not up to you to make them pay back. It's not up to you to make them hurt. You just have to trust the process. But you need to be free. As long as you hold on to it, as long as you hold on to that hurt and that pain, as long as you hold on to all those negative thoughts and all those negative feelings, you'll never be free. You'll never be able to move forward, and you'll never be able to live the life that you deserve, and you'll never be able to find true healing and put yourself back together. But it all starts with your thoughts. It all starts with your words. Change all those negative things into positive. As soon as something negative comes out of your mouth, replace it with something positive. You deserve love. You deserve forgiveness. And you deserve a life that is worth living in peace, in harmony, in freedom. You deserve true healing. And you deserve to get everything that you want in this life. But it all starts on the inside. It all starts with healing your soul, healing your mind, healing your spirit. And from there, you can just go and go and go and go and go. And you can go as far as you want. Because it's limitless. The potential is limitless where you can go in this life. It all starts on the inside. Change your thoughts and change your life. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to Soulistic Healing. I really hope that these words have inspired you to start or continue on your path of true healing and becoming more of a whole and complete person. And if it has, that you'll make the choice to share it with someone else who you feel may benefit from these words. Have an amazing day, and remember to stay positive and keep a smile on your face no matter what's going on.